All right, welcome back. The monthly checkup of Nikke is here. So we got like the revenue report. Let's check how that did and how Nikke is done, if they're popping off or failing. Today, let's have a little bit of fun. Also, thank you, by the way, for everyone that was super chill about my last video. Usually, when I pull stuff on Chainsaw Man, right, that was a very bad one. So I did good on the summons, and people were mad at me. So it was cool that everyone was chill about it. But yeah, I did pop off with this. Probably the only time in any gacha game I've played in a very long time that I have pulled on a free single and gotten that lucky in the course of a banner. So appreciate that. But yeah, with it, thank you again. Like and subscribe, helps out a ton. This is the revenue report for Nikke in April and other gacha games. Let's have fun. So what is the report going to comprise of? I think it's going to count all of Sakura, basically released theoretically a day or two before. So a lot of the revenue for this is gone. Most people would summon day one. A lot of people do. So you lose a little bit of money there, but a lot of it's in there also. April Pass, which was Noise, a great mission pass, but definitely not the most popular one. So in comparison to Helm or Dala, I think this one is like third place. You can clearly tell because Helm won the list for won number one, and Dala was super hyped to the community itself. So this is top three. Didn't get all the sales, but it did get a lot. This is also the ready for the next one. Oh. I'm curious on how much that's going to sell. Bunny Girl Viper? Oh, no. So we have D also, which is comprised in this revenue. We also have Alice, which, because of this one banner, I considered this revenue to be more than last month, but it wasn't. Spoiler alert, you'll see it in a second, which I'm shocked. Thoroughly shocked about, okay? We have Pilgrim also, which is Dorothy. She released theoretically 3 or 4 days, so you have about 3 days or 4 days of her revenue if you want to consider it, rather 3 days, but that's there. That's what the banners and that's what released for money, okay? Now with it, this is the report. Also, some of the gacha games that I play are in here too, so it's a little bit of fun to go through all of them together. Princess Connect, shut down. So there's no revenue. I'm so sorry. I genuine ripped all the Princess Connect people or players, like genuinely. I saw the tweet and I was horrified. If it makes you feel any better, just know that the game that I also play is from Crunchyroll. It's shutting down soon too, which is TSH. So that's going under too, but that's there. Grimlight, I have no idea what that is. This one did 70k over here. Girls Frontline, oh, that one, 100k. This one did 110k. Alchemy Stars, 200k, which is pretty good. So Punisher Grey Ribbon still popping off, all right, 500k. Yes, did a little bit less than last month, but still doing pretty good. Guardian Tales, Counterside also, Limbus Company, which recently released, did significantly less, which is crazy. 1.1, 1.3 over here. Path to Norman Arc Knights popped off, which is pretty cool. Eversoul did significantly worse, which is crazy. Wow, okay. Maybe it's not like a hype banner or something like that. Tower of Fantasy also 1 million less. We have this, which just recently released, which damn, they did pretty good. 2 million over here, 3 million over here. We have 3 over here for Epic 7, still popping off. We have Blue Archive at 4, Arc Knights at 4 also, which is, hey, not bad. We have Summoner's War, which I also know, 14. Honkai Star Rail, what? Did that not release? So 20 million in 4 days. 20 million in 4 days. Jeez. Wow. This game did 23. Look at the drop. 76 million to 23. Wow. Nikke held on more than that. They did 68 to 48. This did a lot of a drop. Wow. Wow. 28 over here to 24. So Nikke dropped 4 million in revenue, which I don't know why, actually. Theoretically, this month should have been really good. Like for revenue, this is, well, you could also argue people skipped this, right? People didn't buy this because they weren't really caring for it. They skipped this and they skipped this to summon for this, right? So there is that. Plus the announcement of Nier also gave people an idea in the back of their head that I am waiting. I am saving money and going all the way for Nier. So we can chalk it up to that being part of the reasoning. You also have to agree that this released. And usually people save money for a new game, right? So they could have just like put less into Nikke, put it over there. You have to also agree that people are learning more and more about PC client, which theoretically this can track PC client. It can only track that of mobile. So we have things to cope with why it did worse. But again, I personally think that just Dorothy was late and people were saving for her. So maybe they didn't wail day one. They were just going to wait and also, have time progress onwards. I personally think that this month of April should be more. If it's less, I guess that Nikke slipped a little bit. But I believe if we're going off of it correctly, this month of April should be very good for the game, like very good, because Bunny Girl Viper is already a huge acquisition. You also then have Dorothy lasting for what 2.5 more weeks, which is also big. You then have up and coming whatever's next, probably being decent. So I do think that it will do better, but I am thoroughly shocked it didn't do as good as the month before, which I think the month before was nothing even that good. It was what, March, right? What was in March? Part of Chainsaw Man was in March, right? So that's there. Biscuit, right? So personally, I really did still stand at the fact that this would be more, but it wasn't. So it is what it is. It's not like the game's doing bad at all, right? It's still doing 24 million, which is great. But given it had a few days of this, I really was expecting more. So I'm shocked, but I think as time goes on, we'll see how it goes. But again, March, you could argue that it was Chainsaw Man that was there, which really brought a lot of hype. And you can also argue that no one had an idea that, like, the half anniversary was around the corner. So there was no saving, theoretically, yeah? For this, we saved. We saved, like, a while in advance, where most people could at least make it for the anniversary. And we're also now saving for near. So, you know, the expenditures for people are really lessened because they want to save for that. And that is where a lot of people really want to go, like, you know, deep into. So don't make that sound weird, but you know, that's there. But again, off topic. Moving forward, Fate Grand Order did 29 million, which is crazy, and then Genshin Impact did 48. So again, as always, I think that we still did great, you know, and they've been doing good across the game too. So don't do that shutdown thing or whatever, or Doom posting. I already saw that on Reddit. Doom posting Nikke. Oh, they're doing worse, and the people are partying. Why is Nikke hated? I don't get it. Why is the game hated? Can somebody answer that? Like, I swear, I always see some sort of, like, drama on this game somewhere on the Gacha Reddit. Like, what the hell? But, or someone, like, hating on the game. It's crazy. But that's there. And then, again, you can also argue that Honkai released. So the revenue was also skewed because people really picked that game up. And, you know, Honkai is a fresh release. And it's, like, you know, very, very advertised game. So people are definitely going to wait for that day one to get, like, the most advantage. So all of them play into effect. But still, I thought it was going to be on par or a little bit more, but I am a little bit shocked. But let's see next month. Let's see more of the Dorothy banner, which, you know, it's always around the midpoint and the end point of a banner where a lot of the revenue comes in comparison to day one. So we'll let time tell on that one, but I think they did fine. They really did fine. But yeah, I just realized Toxic Rabbit already is out, so let's see what happens here. I told you all I'm free to play, but I might lie to you now and just go and buy this. I don't know what I'll do here. It's a great costume, dog. I'm not down miserable to say anything, right? But it's a great costume. So if this is the first costume I buy, it's a great one. So we'll see what happens. I might lie to you now and tell you, yeah, boys, I'm sticking to free to play, and then boom, just buy it. I don't know. I'll let you know beforehand. But with it, I'll catch you in the next one. Have a stay safe, peace, and enjoy. That's been it for me. Cool little revenue report. I still think they're doing great. So calm down. They're doing great.